You got to be honest with yourself about who you are and what you stand for. You have to be absolutely honest and upfront with you, not with anybody else, not with any woman, not with any man. You have to be honest with yourself about who you are, what it is that you represent, what it is that means the most to you, what it is that you stand on, what it is that you enjoy, what it is that you live for, what it is that you will die for. You have to be honest with yourself about yourself. No matter what that honesty brings. The one thing you cannot do if you want to become the most alpha version of yourself is live a life that is not true to the authentic you. You can never be fake and be alpha at the same time. You have to be who you are. Period. That's why I don't do things like tell you guys, what to drive and how to talk and what to wear and where to go and do all that. I don't care nothing about none of that. We're all individual men. There's no one set way that we should all dress. There's no one set thing that we should all drive. There's no one set book that we should all read. There's no one set anything. The only thing that is, man, is being true to yourself. I don't want to tell you how to dress and how to walk and how to talk and how to drive and how to be and how to talk to a woman and how to do. I don't want to tell you none of that. I want to tell you how to become the best version of yourself. And then when you become the best version of yourself, all of those questions go away. That's the whole purpose of becoming the most alpha version of yourself. You don't have any more of these questions. You answer them internally. So being honest with yourself is the absolute first thing that you have to do. And it's tough for a lot of us, man. It's pretty much tough for all of us because at some point in our lives, all of us have been living a lie. All of us have been living something we've been taught. All of us have been living something that we've been shown. All of us have been living in a way that we thought was right until we got grown. But the overwhelming majority of men continue to live that falsification of the facts of their life. You have to live your facts of life, man. And all of our facts of life are different. You have to have such a desire to live your life to the fullest that you'll eliminate anyone and anything that is oppositional to that. I mean, you have to wake up every morning, man, with such a zest for life, such a zeal for life that, you'll cut your mom off. You'll cut your dad off. Anybody who get in the way of you living your best life, man, they automatically cut off. I ain't talking about have to sit down and have a talk to them. I'm talking about cut them off. You have to love your life so much that you'll do anything to live it. Because the moment you start compromising the way you live your life, man, it's over for you. You make one small compromise before you know you're making 10 of them. That's why I don't compromise with women at all. When we get to the point where there has to be a compromise made by me, then it's over. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody lives that way. Not everybody believes that, man, and that's cool. Man, let me tell you something. One of the most alpha dudes I know and I've ever met in my life, man, that boy wear overalls and cowboy boots and have a piece of straw in his mouth, man. Every time you see him, man, got 2 women. Ben had 2 women. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no issues with him. Don't have no problem with him. Don't have none of that. Everybody who knows him respects him as a man. You know what I'm saying? Respects him as a leader of men. Respects him as a leader of corporations. So all that other stuff, man, in the alpha sphere, we're individuals. So the way I dress and the way you dress are going to be 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? What I drive and what you drive going to be 2 different things. What we have over here is the desire to be an individual. We don't want to be a part of the crew. We don't want to be a part of the gang. We want to be an individual. You have to have an internal fire burning in you that causes you to honor the things that you feel are important, that you know are important, that your spirit tells you are important. You have to have a fire burning in you for those things. That means you have to be able to uphold those principles no matter what you're facing. One of the main problems in this society is that men don't stand on principles. Anybody can stand on principles when everything's going great. When times are easy, anybody can stand on principle. I'm talking about when times get tough. When it's time to show and prove, when it's time to put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men can be strong men when there ain't no conversation, when there's no competition, when there's no adversary. It's easy to be a soldier when there ain't no war. You know what I'm saying? You got guys now, man, we talk a lot about the military and all that, man. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Bless up to the military, man, for going to do whatever they had to do, man, to keep anything from happening to us over here, man. You know what I'm saying? They can stop everything but the cops. But we ain't going to talk about that. Just think about how men used to go just stand on the front line. You know what the front lines meant back then? That meant you was finna get killed. You stand on the front line, they aim at you, you aim at them, y'all shoot. Everybody on the front line get killed. And there were guys signing up for that purposely. You know what I'm saying? Intending to go out there, man, and down the front line like that, man. I'm telling you, man, there's a different level of men today who want to live for everything but aren't willing to die for anything. And if you aren't willing to die for anything, then you aren't willing to live for anything. You just want to feel good and have fun like a female. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you're living for and you don't know what you'll die for, then you just like a woman, man. You just want to have fun and feel good and look good, man, and dress nice and drive something nice and live in a nice crib, man. You wanna have a little jewelry, man. You know, you wanna be able to go party sometime, man, and buy out the bar and drink up and you wanna do all that, and you wanna post yourself all the time on social media. We live in a society now, man, where everyone has gotten to the point, man, where they post themselves all the time on social media. The narcissistic nature of the female has found a way to integrate itself into men. You know what I'm saying? The need for validation has found a way to integrate itself into men. And it's a sad situation, man. See, the problem with a lot of men, they don't have a sense of discernment, man. They can't tell anybody's energy. They can't tell if somebody really likes them. They can tell if somebody hates them. They can't tell if somebody wants them to succeed. They can't tell if somebody wants them to fail. You got so many men out here walking around right now, man, with their haters right in their midst. You know how aloof you have to be, man, if your haters are right around you? Like if some of your partners are your haters and they still your partners and you don't know the difference. That's how a lot of men, man, I see a lot of men get killed by their partners, man. A lot of men get set up by their partners. A lot of men get robbed by their partners, man. I seen a lot of it, man, coming up. You know why? Because dudes didn't have any sense of discernment. With me, the moment your energy is negative, man, I'm done with you. I'm not out here to change people's energy. That ain't my job. That's somebody else's job. You know what I'm saying? My job is to teach men how to be the most alpha version of themselves. Help them amass the tools that they need to become the most alpha version of themselves. It ain't my job to try to change nobody's energy, man. So that's another thing, man. As an alpha male, man, you have to be ready to cut people off at the very moment you realize they're detrimental to your life. You can't give anybody a second chance, man, to be detrimental to your life. You can't give anybody a second chance to affect your life in a negative manner. If they do it once, man, you can't give them a second chance. You can't run the risk of that. See, if you can't tell evil energy, then you're either dumb or you're evil yourself. If you can't tell anyone's true character, then you're either dumb or you're not even being true to yourself. If you can't tell that a woman's not interested in you, then you're either dumb or you're not even interested in her. Or maybe you're so desperate that you don't even care if a woman's interested in you or not. Like, it's kind of like this. Any man who sees a job that requires a master's degree and he dropped out of high school, he's never going to go apply for that job because he knows that job is not interested in him. So he's not going to apply for it. Any man who sees that he's not qualified for a job, no man without a CDL is going to try to go be a truck driver. He knows he has to have his CDL unless he's going to one of those places that's going, you know what I'm saying, that's going to pay for you to get your CDL or whatever, man. But, you know, those companies are rare. So if you don't have a CDL, you're not even going to think about going to apply for a trucking job. You're not going to do it because you know they're not interested in you. The only place that these guys will continue to pursue something that's not interested in them is with women. These guys are driven by lust. And as an alpha man, you have to make sure that your lust doesn't control you, man. If your lust controls you, man, then, you know, let me tell you the only thing a man can do when his lust controls him. He can make money and get sex. And that's, to a lot of guys, that's okay. To a lot of these guys, they're okay with that. They feel like that's a complete life. Make money, get laid. If they can get paid and get laid, they cool, man. They don't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys aren't even concerned about their health, man. But if they can get paid and laid, man, they cool. Everything else will come as it comes. And when I hear that, man, when I see something like that, I say this to you, man. We all have to keep in mind that there's really no need for us to be that way. You know what I'm saying? There's more to life than just getting paid and getting laid, man. The world is a big, beautiful place, man. You know what I'm saying? And A lot of men, man, spend about 75% of their time, man, either getting paid or getting laid. And then you look at the other 25% that left, they spend 20% of that time sleep. So you got 5% of your life, man, to enjoy life, man, and really, really see what this amazing world has to offer, man. And that's just not a life, man, that any man should be aspiring to live, man, to be honest with you. I just don't think it's a fulfilling life. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. You get to a point in life, man, where eventually you can never get tired of enjoying the beauty of the world because you'll never see it all. Eventually, you can just get tired, man, of just having women's energy around, man. You know what I'm saying? Just having it around, especially, man, especially if you're an alpha male, this is one thing that happens to you as an alpha male, man. At some point, a woman's going to catch feelings, and then everything goes sour. The moment a woman catches feelings for you, man, everything goes sour. It's a bad deal after that, man. You know, it's counterproductive to everything that you're doing in life. Everything that you stand for, man, is counterproductive to it. You know, you just don't want to have that going on in your life, man. As an alpha man, you really don't. It's the book of Alpha Running Man, homie. Read it.